Xavi, no. Xavi. Xavi, no.
Please don't go.
What happened? That was a surprise. I did not expect Xavi to be jumping ship on the.
Nope.
What's going on in the background there that he's just leaving?
I think, to be honest, I think that it had something to do with them losing, for one. And I guess he supposedly he
And
had
that
lost
one,
the
and
locker room.
that wasn't the only times they lost
Yeah,
the last El Clasico.
yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently, too, there was something Vinny Jr. was saying he wasn't going to re-sign as long as Xabi Alonso was there, and now he's gone. So yeah,
Oh,
I
you think
did
it
I
was a
did see
Vinny?
that. Yeah.
Vinny Powers. Too much
Oh yeah.
drama. I won't go into detail, but I've been a people manager for a very long time, and I jumped. Let's say I jumped out recently out of the people management world, get out of the limelight, and people managing it's tough. There's
It
a
is
lot of
not easy.
personalities. Yeah, I
Oh
always say
yeah.
like I ran a daycare center, and I'm not, and it's probably not too different from running a ball, a club.
Yeah.
That's my guess, and I'm
And
sure
and
it gets tiring.
these guys are international stars, so everywhere they go, they have people all over them. So just
Yeah,
imagine trying to corral this
yeah,
person.
yeah.
And think about telling somebody, "Hey, you've been the starter for 2 years. You got to sit on the bench because Mbappe's here now." Can you imagine? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. He should have taken the Liverpool gig. I'm saying it here on the pod. He should have taken the Liverpool gig when it was up for
well,
him. He was number one. He was the first
listen,
choice.
a lot of the memes that I've seen, it was Arne Slot hiding behind like a pillar because Chelsea, they just lost their manager. Now Alonso is free, and there was someone else, and it was like him kind of hiding but wanting to look around the pillar to see because if he messes up, more and more, or if they don't win, I don't want to say messes up, but Alonso's right there,
Yeah.
and I know I said I wouldn't say it, but if Xabi Alonso comes to Liverpool, it's over. It's over for
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah. Maybe
Just
they're
even
not.
mid-season, it's
They're
over.
not kicking Arnie out. That's
You
not.
know,
It's too soon. It's too soon.
stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. And
Yeah.
listen, like LeBron might be listening. He's part of that ownership group for Liverpool. He might be listening.
That's true.
You never know.
He's got a lot of money in that. Yeah, you're
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
maybe. And don't forget, Man U. I don't think was they have an interim coach, right? They brought like
Yep.
somebody in from like they brought somebody from like the 18.
Yeah,
I think
the
they're all
under
doing that
the
because that's
youth.
Real Madrid's doing the same thing. They
Yep.
brought I don't
Same
know that
thing.
guy, and they brought him up from the 18 side, 18 plus or whatever they are.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. So Man U's got and then I was gonna say, what do you call it? Chelsea. But I think they got their guys.
Yeah.
They secured a six-year contract for
Well, I think because I
whatever
didn't check my
reason.
email, so they might have put an offer out and I just didn't see it 'cause I wasn't monitoring my
Oh man, you got
emails.
to look at your email, Ron. Now it's
Yeah,
too late, maybe.
I might have missed out. Might
Ugh.
have missed out
Well,
on
Real
that.
Madrid's open for you if you want to pop over
Yeah,
there.
it'd be nice. It's nice
They,
and warm down there.
what I think is crazy, like what kind of club do you have to be where like second in the table is just not good enough,
Well,
not
it's
good
because
enough.
it's a three-team league. So, I mean, you keep losing to
Yeah,
Barcelona. Yeah, they don't want that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, every once in a while you lose, it
yeah.
keeps that rivalry there, but you keep losing consistently. And it was such a big deal for him to come there because he was, he had that the season with Leverkusen, and then he's a legend at the club. You expect him to win, but yeah, it just
Nope,
didn't happen. So,
nope.
and then you
That
lose
was
the locker room, it's over.
Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know. I can see. I mean, Vinny's he's a bit of a drama queen. I don't know if you watch a lot of Real
I
Madrid.
think all of
Yeah, I
them
think you're
are.
right. Yeah, I think
I
you're
think
right.
since Sergio Ramos left, because I think if Ramos was still there, I mean,
Yeah.
he's like 100 years old, but if he was still there, this would not have happened. So after they lost the game, they usually set up like the guard of honor for the winning club, and Mbappe was like, "We're not doing that," and that's crazy. Ronaldo wouldn't have allowed that. Sergio Ramos, Pepe, they would not have allowed them to just walk off the field and get rid of a manager mid-season. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Ah, interesting.
crazy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The I don't know if you caught. Did you catch any of the? I'm gonna call it the Saudi Arabia Cup. The
I just watched some
Espana's
of the
Saudi
highlights.
Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy. It was absolutely bonkers, though. It was goal. They goal. It was bonkers. But what I love most, more than the Saudi Arabia Cup, is the FA Cup.
Oh yeah.
There's something about the FA Cup. I just love the little guys against the big guys, and there were some surprises out there.
There was quite a few surprises
right?
in the FA Cup. Oh yeah.
You had. I mean, the biggest surprise was the was it Macclesfield?
Macclesfield.
Macclesfield.
Yeah.
For me, I put two C's together. That's an S. That becomes an S. Okay, but yeah, they beat out Crystal Palace 2-1, non-league.
Yes,
like they're not even League One.
This
is the
first time in 117 years that a non-league team has knocked off the cup holder. 117.
Oh
years.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's insane. They're in the sixth tier. That's insane.
That's right.
And it's even worse than that. So this team went into like administration. They used to be called Macclesfield Town. And so I think they were in League Two maybe or something, which is like the fourth tier. And they basically went out of business. This is a Phoenix club. Same city, probably some of the same players. But you knock off the title holder at home.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. They had a draw the other day. They were talking about like how this could help this team bounce back. They're kind of low in the National League right now. I think they're in National League North. But this money from this could be a significant amount of money for a team like this. This is like
fourth round.
This little village that I live in. It's great. It's an amazing story though.
Yeah.
And you gotta feel bad.
That's what I love about it. That's what I love about the FA Cup. And the striker, the best striker is probably like a plumber on the side. I mean,
100%.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. So that was amazing to watch. Manchester City versus Exeter City, and they absolutely smashed them. Right?
This is like a
10-1. 10-1. Yeah, it was target practice.
Easy.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm not a City fan. Sorry for the City fans out there. They're major like a major rival for Joao over here. But so I left. I watched it. This me watching Man City games. I only watch to see if they're gonna lose. And I jumped ship right around when they were up 3-0. I jumped ship, but I did not. When I came back to like check on the game, I didn't expect the 10-1. Ouch.
No. Yeah, I thought there was a glitch or something on my phone. I was like, "What?" I was like,
"This glitch in the Matrix.
This can't be right." Yeah. 2 back-to-back own goals too. That's
that hurts.
Pretty wild. So
that hurts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But Exeter City, at least they do get this. They split the money, the proceeds from the match, which is pretty nice. So that'll help them out significantly, even though they got destroyed. But better luck next year.
I wonder if that feels good for cities. Not that they're struggling, but they've had they're struggling for City. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's a nice problem to have when you're a City fan you're so used to winning, and then when they're not always winning all the time, kind of like Liverpool. It feels crappy. So there's something with the team where maybe there's a confidence problem when they don't win every game after a while. So I wonder if it must feel good, even if you're playing like second tier, third tier, whatever, like to score 10 goals, you're having fun out there at that point, but I wonder if you, after leaving that game, it gives you another little boost,
Well, and that's the thing too. They started bringing on guys that normally wouldn't play, and they're like, well, I got to shine now. I don't care if we're playing Exeter City.
My turn.
Exactly. Yeah. So putting up 10, I think that might be the first time that I've seen one team score 10 goals in England that I can think of. I mean, maybe it's happened in the FA Cup before, but not in recent history that I can think of.
Yeah, no, bonkers. Yep. That was a bonkers one, and then of course Wrexham beat out Nottingham Forest. So you have a championship team, Wrexham, with their back-to-back wins to come out of nowhere. They just came out of the dirt. They came back from I don't know. You come up with something. Insert something funny there, Rob, for me. They
were in the National League.
Yeah, no, they were like non-league for a while, right?
Yeah.
Weren't they like
this
Macclesfields, were they probably playing them on Saturdays?
Thing. Yeah, this is like a FIFA thing. You get promoted every season.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it's happening. I don't know if Wrexham will have a another promotion this year, but they did beat out Nottingham Forest, the Premier League team, 4-3 on the penalties. I don't know. That was actually kind of exciting.
Yeah, penalty is always exciting.
Yeah. I still thought Nottingham was gonna walk away with it, and you had Ryan Reynolds up there in the in the box seats looking down. They kept cutting to him. I'm sure this is in the show. That's why he's there. This is
like
very
Taylor
exciting
Swift.
stuff. Yeah.
He just keeps showing him
Content.
over and over again.
But absolutely. But they won. They took the cake. It was very exciting, and they were at home, right? I think they were. I think they were at home.
I think they were at home.
They were because I was commenting on the race course. I don't know if that.
Yeah, the race course ground.
I've kind of like fell off a little bit over the last year, so I haven't really. I get pumped up with Wrexham when I watch the show.
Yeah,
and then I'm like watching some of the games, and then eventually kind of fizzles out for me a little bit. But I was looking at the stadium, going, "Wow, they actually they kind of bumped it up. It looks kind of nice. They're doing a little construction on the side still, and I think they're gonna add some stands there. But that's how I knew it was at home. I was looking at the stadium. I was taking a peek. So I do want to go there at some point.
Yeah, I think it's almost impossible to get tickets to go there, though. There's so many Americans that are trying to go there. It's insane. This is interesting because I guess I didn't really pay attention to it until I just really looked at it. But there used to be replays in the FA Cup whenever there was a draw at the end of regular time. But now they're doing penalties, I guess, early. This is what, third round? Yeah, I didn't think that they were doing it like that before. So I think players, maybe it's an injury thing or trying to limit the amount of games that guys are playing. But I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing.
Agreed. And honestly, I start looking in the FA Cup or start getting into it when it's knockouts, and So I don't pay attention. Kind of like when the team wins, knocks somebody out, and they go, and then they move on to the fourth round. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're in the fourth round. Okay, that's when I find out where we are in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Terrible soccer fan over here. Terrible.
Hey, but there's a lot of games. FA Cup is so amazing. There's this feeling with the FA Cup that everybody just loves.
Yeah.
When you turn it on, you might not be expecting a game, and you see the little logo for the FA Cup. I always stop and watch.
Yeah.
No matter who it is. Yeah.
Well, and I love the game. It's gonna be fun for everybody else because again, it's like you go to these, you got like three leagues below, and you see their stadium, and it's like going to Orange County, like a USL. It's like 4 rows back on each end. You know what I mean? And then you got like Manchester United playing there against your scrappy little team. That's fun.
It is great. Yeah.
And there's a chance that you can sneak in a win there. And at home. So it is exciting. There was I think it was called like The Love of the Game or something. There was like a Netflix. I don't know if you had it out there in Germany. It's actually really good. If you haven't seen it, okay, yeah, it's basically the where FA Cup started. And it's like this.
Oh yeah. I have
these
that.
posh rich dudes. Started this league, and and I was getting these little scrappy ass teams in there to play against them basically, and then it kind of grew from there. So I'm giving the history no justice. At home, but that's basically the recap.
Hey, the FA Cup it's amazing. I think it's definitely one of the oldest football tournaments in the world, if not the oldest.
Yeah.
There's just something. There's like this mystique that's attached to it that just makes it great. It makes it great. So
that was Wrexham. Yeah, the 4-3 on penalties. Again, very exciting. I want to talk about Newcastle 3, Bournemouth 3. And then goes into pens.
Yep,
that's what the cool kids call penalties. And it was a wild game. And your guy from Stuttgart, now a Newcastle legend, missed his penalty kick.
Yeah.
It's always the big guys.
That's not. I think he's done that before for Stuttgart.
You'll never forget. You'll never forget. Hashtag never forget.
They probably should have put this away. I mean, Bournemouth is not. They're not a terrible team, but I was looking at the game while it was live. I was just looking at the commentary or whatever in my app, and I was surprised. First off, they had him I think they had him playing as a midfielder, which is kind of weird initially in the lineup. And I thought that he'd be able to do something. He's got a couple of assists this season or whatever, but he wasn't able to put it through and he missed his penalty. That's terrible. That's terrible. But that's a Stuttgart thing. That really is a Stuttgart thing. I mean, he has to he kind of has to dust that off and forget about it.
You're
Maybe.
never gonna forgive him, are you, Rob? You're never gonna forgive him
No,
for that.
no. Listen, no. You miss a pen. So listen, I'm that guy that whenever I see the stats and it says that they missed a penalty, but it was actually blocked by the keeper, I don't consider that a miss.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper's doing their job. So is the player. They put it on target.
Yeah.
If you sky it or you go too far to the right or to the left, that, in my opinion, is a miss.
He hit the post. He hit right
Yeah.
smack dab in the middle of the post.
Yep, that's not on target if you ask me. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Why is it?
yeah.
What is it with? It's got to be a pressure thing. Like it's always the big guy. You know,
Yep.
the guy you expect to get it in and to be easy. But you see these little 16-year-olds come up and they're like, "Boo!" Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah.
And then you got I mean, I've seen it with like Messi famously, with Chile in the Copa America. I'm going back to like 2016. I remember it
Hey.
because I'm like, that was like one of the greatest moments of my life. We were at a pub that had just a stadium. It is like stadium seating situation,
Yeah.
giant screen.
Oh, that's nice.
You got a bunch of Chile and Argentina jerseys, and then Messi misses that. It was like I'm just looking at all it was like it was euphoria. Sorry,
Yeah,
Messi
'cause
fans.
it's so
Sorry, Messi
rare.
fans out there, but that's not what this is about. I just mean like why is it always the big guy? That usually in the lineup misses.
They have the most pressure on them.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
And they always try to do something sneaky or they overthink it. And that's listen. If anybody that's listening to this ever is playing against me and I'm taking a penalty, I'm telling you right now exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm kicking it straight down the middle, hoping that the goalkeeper will dive right or left. That's what I do when I play FIFA or
Yeah.
EAFC, whatever you call it. I kick it
Yep.
straight down the middle almost every time because everybody's gonna dive to the right or the
Remember
left.
this, Joao. Remember when I played FIFA with Rob? Note to self.
Now, was that mind games or was I being serious?
Damn it. Ugh. I don't like it. Then Chelsea, new coach, showing that he's got the FA chops. 5-1 against Charlton. Not really a competition, but he went out there, played some of the kids. Later, less of the kids, but he showed he didn't. That would have hurt. Imagine like being pulled into a coach job, then you go into the FA Cup, and I'm sure the new coach had a little bit of schmilkies on that. Like, what if they lose? He was probably waking up at 3 a.m. Like, what if we lose to Charlton?
But at the same time, not really. He had no pressure on him because he's got what, a week with the players, if that.
Yeah, but
So
it's
I
your
don't think-
it's your name though. Like
Yeah,
new
that's
coach.
true.
I mean, just from like a PR or whatever standpoint, you're looking at this like,
Yeah.
okay, here's the new coach. What can he do? You know what I mean? Like from a
Yeah.
fan's perspective, yes, obviously, like week 1, you're just taking it all in. You're observing, and you're not making
Yeah.
that many changes. But just from just from looking in, it just kind of looks like if he lost it. Week 1 and then he loses to like a scrappy team.
Yeah, that's
might hurt.
true. That's true. But also thinking about it, I really should have checked my email because I could have had an FA Cup win under my belt. Right now.
God, man,
It's
come on.
Charlton, but still,
Check
I
that
could have
inbox,
won.
dude.
Yeah,
I want to know somebody. I want to know somebody who's a coach of a major.
It might have
footy
went to
team.
my. It might have went to my junk. I
Right
gotta,
to
I gotta
spam.
look.
Right to spam.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Oh, but that's
Mourinho's
good.
saying.
Yeah. Right. And go ahead, because this next one is big.
I was just going to bring up the Brighton and Manchester United with old man Danny Welbeck as the match winner with the 2-1. I love Danny Welbeck. I've been watching him for quite a long time, and he's still
He's still
I feel
there.
like every time I tune in, because I don't watch a lot of Brighton, but I feel like for whatever reason, every time I tune in, Danny Welbeck, at 87 years old, is scoring a goal. Like he's like he's still got it.
He looks good. He does.
He looks
still
good.
Look good.
And that was a great goal, and it was the match winner, and I love it at the end of the game because it was basically Man U trying to get it back, trying to equalize it, get it into penalties, and they kept cutting to Danny Welbeck all nervous on the side.
Yeah.
Am I going to be the match winner? That was a very exciting end there. But yeah, I mean, he's looking good. I was happy it was him.
Hey, listen, Danny Welbeck, 35 years old, He's got 8 goals in the Premier League this year.
Yeah,
8 goals.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now.
Say
I
it.
don't know who else is available. Obviously, Harry Kane is the guy. Danny Welbeck might be on the plane to the U.S. He might be on that England World Cup team. I mean, why not? They
Yeah.
jumped from 23 to 26 players now. He might be on the plane. 35 years old.
I totally
One last
misunderstood you.
ride.
I got excited when you said he's
Oh,
playing to the U.S. That he's coming to MLS, and I'm like, really?
oh, you never know.
Yes.
He might.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be in the U.S. for the World Cup with
Yeah.
England.
Ah,
Write that down.
I'm
Write
gonna
that
write it
down.
down here.
Yeah. If you're listening, write that down. I'm going to post it after this. Danny
Danny
Welbeck,
Welbeck
I think he's going to be
on
on
the
the plane.
squad.
I think he'll be backing up Harry Kane. Why not?
Really?
I mean, who else is there for England?
You got little Foden. Isn't he back?
He's a midfielder
Oh
though.
man, that's true.
Yeah.
English striker?
I mean,
Oh,
the-
you got
Raheem Sterling, maybe.
God, yeah, I haven't heard that name.
He's still there. He's still in the
And
league.
he's still where is he?
I gotta look to see where
I don't
he
even
is,
know.
but he's definitely still
Yeah,
in
no,
the
he
league.
fizzled out. I used to love Sterling. I was a Sterling
I think
fan since
everybody did.
Liverpool, and he was one of those folks that was kind of bummed out that he went over to City.
He's still on Chelsea.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Still on
Interesting.
Chelsea's books. Yep.
Interesting. I'm trying to think. You got what's his face on Aston Villa. The most British name you could think of. Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Mr. Bean.
What is yes, Mr. Bean. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh my
Ashton
God.
Villa.
Come on, Rob.
I'm trying to get there.
Aston Villa. Everyone's
Striker in
screaming.
Aston
Everyone's
Villa.
screaming. Listen to this.
Well, you got Jadon Sancho.
Sancho.
He's on there. Oh, Ollie Watkins?
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins. Yeah. That's right. I
That's
did
right.
forget about
Ollie Watkins. Like
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
true.
British more British of a name you can get. He's how many goals does he have? I don't know if you're that quick. See how quick you are with the
He's got 7
stats.
seven
See?
goals in 21 matches.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
so
not,
he's
that's not
he's
bad.
he's on. He could be in the books. He could be in
That
the
is
books.
true.
You got
That's
Jamie
not bad.
Vardy, who's 89, and
Yeah, he's playing in Italy right
He's
now.
apparently then like the number one. Like what's happening over in Italy? But he's like one of the stars of Italy right
Yeah.
now. He's like one of the top players. 89
Yeah, but
years
the
old.
team that he's playing for, you've never heard of.
Yeah.
He's playing for Cremonese.
Cromanense. That's right. Yeah, actually, it was funny too because I was gonna see if I can tune into a
right.
game, and I tuned into it was like Calvary or something like that, and I was
Oh,
like,
Calgary, yeah.
yeah, Calgary, and I was
Yep.
like, this isn't the right team.
Yeah.
he's not there. That's how much I didn't know about that team. I do want to check. I mean, I keep seeing highlights and like him, popping up. I love Vardy. I read his book that he didn't, it was a ghostwriter. For
We
sure.
don't know that. He might be an intellectual. We don't know.
Oh, fine. That's good. But yeah, I mean, what other? I think that covered the at least the big highlights that I wanted to
Yeah,
to pull up. But
the other one that you put on here, which is surprising to me, a 6-1 win for Wolves over Shrewsbury.
that's right.
So at least they're having some success
Oh
this
yeah,
season.
that's right.
You know?
It's like kind of sneaking in there between
Yeah.
the two little bullets there. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's got to feel good for Wolves. I mean, Wolves was, I think they got one. Remember, it was that one game that I missed
Yep.
out of all the games. Like in English Premier League, so it must feel good to win and in a big way. I mean, 6-1
Oh,
is something.
So who knows? Maybe all the success they'll have this season is in the FA Cup. Hey, that's better than nothing.
Well,
That's
either
better
that,
than
or I
nothing.
wonder again, like if you get a little, a taste of getting those goals in, if that will transfer over at all into because they, into the English Premier League. You have this team who's now hitting the back of the net. Maybe they're like, hey, that's right, we can do this. Believe.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna start putting those Ted Lasso believe,
Yeah.
boards all over the locker room. Like maybe this will wake them up a little bit. Maybe they'll
This is
go.
true.
We can hit the guys. We can hit the back of the net. Did you see us back there?
However, their next match is against Grimsby, who knocked out Manchester United.
Oof. Oof. But that's not saying a lot because Man U's got
saying a lot.
There's a mental strain there. Sports is very complicated where it's not just like, obviously how good you are physically. I can't speak. I can't put words together around. but also there's a mental component of it. And Man U, like I think you can just whisper and Bruno Fernandez's ear, "You're gonna lose," and then they just fall completely apart.
That's true. That's true. He goes
You're
down.
You're gonna lose, Fernando. You're gonna lose.
See, you're lucky because the next round of the FA Cup, Liverpool is hosting Brighton on Valentine's Day. But because the game will be so early, it won't affect your Valentine's Day.
Oh yes. It's one of those things like, oh crap, I gotta go over to get some C's chocolate. I'll be like in the middle, like right, like I'll have to run out at halftime. Oh nice. Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Speaking of Liverpool, they just played Barnsley. What's it, Barnsley?
Was it Barnsley?
I think it was yesterday. No, yeah, yesterday. Monday. Okay.
It was yesterday.
I'm going back Monday what day are we in right now?
Today's the 13th.
Man, I'm like back in the 5th. Jesus. Oh yeah, look at me remembering a team's name. They played Barnsley, beat them 4-1. By the way, let's talk about it for a second because I didn't put it in the notes. I loved it because I love seeing, again, it's what are they? I think they're a championship. Let me go look here. Barnsley is drum roll. Table. They are a League One team.
League One club. Yep.
Did you have that answer already? And then you're just waiting for me to scramble for like 45 minutes. Thanks, Rod. Thanks. But it was awesome. You had a Zibwasai goal, which was beautiful, by the way. I don't know if he's like, you know what? I'm going to take it from the half of the field.
All of his goals are beautiful. Yeah. All his goals are beautiful. I'm sorry.
He's like, you know what? I'm tired of passing. I'm just going to pop it from 9,000 feet away. But it was gorgeous. It was one of those rocket right to the left, corner there. Even a Frimpong goal in the 36th minute. That was beautiful.
Is that his first?
I before this pod, I meant to go look into that because I felt like it was his first, but then my brain was like, no, Joao, there was at least another one in there. So I need to look back and see. Unless you look it up while I'm rambling.
I got you. He hasn't scored in the Premier League yet.
He hasn't. Yeah. So I feel like that was the first time we saw him, which was really nice. And by the way, that was like a very I hate to use the term, like a Messi-esque kind of goal situation where he traversed the defense right into the box. He passed like 3 or 4 defenders and then just popped it in there. So it was nice to see his feet move, and I'm like,
he's fast.
He's so fast. He's so fast. But like, again, you hear about these players coming in, you haven't really seen them at their tippity top like you expected them, like you saw these signings, you go on YouTube and you look at their highlights and you're like, oh, I cannot wait. And then they don't do any of the things that you watch. So now it was nice to actually see, oh crap, like these guys got some skills. Verts. Everybody Verts.
It just took him a while to find that groove, and now he's there. He's got it. He's
scoring in the 84th minute. That's 3 to I think at that point I'd skip there. Who cares? I skipped there. Sorry, Barnsley. We're gonna get emails. They scored in the 40th minute, but Verts. Actually, that was kind of a cool goal because he had whiffed one that he should have gotten in, and then a minute later he got that goal. Like he redeemed himself with the goal. I am excited about Verts. I've told you I've been watching him play. He's really, I feel like he's coming into his own and getting comfortable there, and I think like his passing is just.
It is.
And then getting now he's getting goals. There's a couple goals in the Premier League that occurred in a few games.
His ball control is just great. I mean, he's an all-around player.
Yeah. I mean, even the commentator said something like, now you're seeing them, something along those lines of like you're seeing these players play. And then loving it. Brought Ekitike in late in the game, but he got a beautiful goal in the 90th plus minute time, and I love watching Ekitike also score because. That's what you want to see. You want to see these guys do what they're paid to do. And this was one of those games where you're like, finally, This is the team. Now, take all that goal magic, put it in the Premier League. I'm tired of these ties.
Yep, put it in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put it in the league.
I think it'll happen.
Yeah?
I think it'll happen.
Yes. I
Yes.
don't believe you, Rob.
I still think, well, I mean, if Xabi ends up coming, if Arne Slot, I mean, the only bad part about
Can't
that
happen.
is that you guys would have to lose some games for that to happen, and I hope that doesn't happen for you guys.
Do you think Liverpool are talking to Alonso and just saying like, "Hey, don't jump into any clubs right now. Just take some time off.
Yeah.
You know, let's see how Arnie does, and then we might bring him in." Do you think so? You think they're actually having a conversation with him? Poolside.
I don't know how hot of a hot seat Slot is in, but it gets a little hotter when you have a coach like that available, and he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
You know. So, I mean, it would be rough to bring him in now, but it's January, you know? I think, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Now, at the same time, if I were a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't want him to come because it'll just mess everything up, kind of. Just like I wouldn't want him to come to Stuttgart right now. You know, we're in 6th or 5th right now. I wouldn't want him to come mess up everything that we got going on. But, you know, next year, I don't know. No, I take that back. I love Sebastian Hoeneß. He's a great coach, and I hope he stays for a very, very long time. We don't need Xabi. He's never coming back to the Bundesliga. He already left Leverkusen. So yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about Arnie. I'm kind of like he's now. I don't know if you ever listened to Men in Blazers, but John Oliver goes on there once a year. He's a massive Liverpool fan, but he always calls Arne Slot not my real dad because you know he's a Klopp guy, and I totally relate to that. You know, like you can't. Klopp is still in your heart. You know, I got a frame. I got a framed Klopp downstairs. I got 2 Klopp bobble thingies. What do you call it? Pop figures. And I'm a Klopp guy. And Arnie, you know, he won the league, and that was awesome. And then now with the struggles, and you know, Mo Salah. It's more of a personal thing for me. It was Mo Salah's my guy, and that whole thing. So it's like a little. But I do think it'll be very disruptive if Alonso comes in. But
it will. We need to talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we could talk about this forever, but we need to have a little breakaroo, and then we'll talk about the English Premier and some Bundesliga. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Stuttgart's playing right now. It popped off 2-1 against Frankfurt right now. 2-1.
Hey,
right now.
Look at that.
Yep, we'll be back. And we're back. Welcome back. Everybody.
Yes, English Premier League. Last week we had some delightful, if you will, games during the week. So it was nice games in the background while working, you know, instead of just on the weekends.
Delightful depending on your team.
That's true. That's true. But your boys, City, interesting game, 1-1 against Brighton.
Yeah, so normally this is a game that you would expect Man City to, you know, I would say 2-goal win easily against Brighton.
You know, I was a happy camper. I was a happy camper.
Of course. So hosting Brighton, midweek game.
Yeah.
Holland opened up the scoring, 41st minute. I'm real critical about penalties, especially in the Premier League. So
you think they handed it? Even as a City fan, do you think that was handed to Holland a little bit?
I think it was a little soft. When I was driving home today and I was thinking about it, like I would never just like kind of fall in the box like you see these guys doing. I would never do like a Neymar or whatever.
Yeah. What was that noise again?
Yeah. But I'm like, these guys are professional athletes, and I think referees would be more inclined to award penalties if the player just kept playing through it, but maybe not. In Spain, probably. In Germany, definitely. England, maybe not. So maybe that's why they kind of fake it, a little bit harder than the normal person would. But whatever, City got awarded the penalty.
And by the way, it took 41 minutes to get that goal. So I burned 41 minutes. That already told you kind of how the game was going to be going. We got an entire first half at 0-0, as the British kids say. And then finally got that penalty kick in the 41st minute. I don't know.
And
By the way,
Haaland
I was
scored
happy.
it.
I'm always
Yeah.
like, it's a good start
Yeah.
until Haaland, of course, gets his
He
one in there.
scored it like it was like his like he had a hat trick. I mean, I wouldn't be that excited to score that late against
Yeah.
Brighton with a penalty
He
being
cares about the
awarded.
numbers.
This is true.
He hasn't been has he been scoring
I
lately?
don't think he's been lighting it up like he did
Yeah, because
last year.
he had
Last year was a really big year, but
yeah. What I was gonna say was there was a streak there where he was scoring onesie twosies at least every
yeah.
game he got a goal in, but I feel like it kind of dipped again, and then when,
So
yeah.
yeah, I thought so too, but now I'm looking at it. He has 20 goals in 21 Premier League games.
10-year
So
contract. 10-year contract is
yeah.
still a go.
So that's pretty solid actually. And I mean it's not like he's pretty much scoring every goal he scored has been inside the box, which he's not like a deep ball
Yeah.
taker, but it looks like he only has a few penalties. I
Huh.
can't see what the numbers are because my app is being weird, but it doesn't look like most of those are penalties. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing pretty good. 20 goals on
20 goals,
83
not bad.
shots.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
That's
So
not bad at all. Well,
yeah,
he's kind of an odd player because like he doesn't touch the ball much, like at
nope.
all in a game, and then there goes your 83 shots, and
Yeah.
so it's interesting because again, you can go. You touched the ball once this game kind of thing,
Yeah.
but that one touch was a goal. So
Yeah.
it's
I
just
actually thought, oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he's one of those players, right place, right time.
Absolutely. Those
Yeah,
poachers.
yeah.
I thought this game was going to be over after that. The first like 5 minutes after the game restarted, it seemed like City was going to score again. Just never got the opportunity to. Matoma ends up tying it up in the 60th minute for
Japanese
Brighton.
wonder.
Yeah, he
Yes,
is. Yeah. And
I
ended
love Matoma.
1-1 for well, they split the points. I was going to say it ended up 1-1 for Man City. It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
but
But
yeah.
Man City's sitting in second place right now, 6 points, 2 games
Mm.
behind leaders
Give
Arsenal.
me a
So
tie. Losing points. That's my kind of game. I was happy with that. I love Matoma. He had a hot streak last year too, and yeah, he's one of those players like he like wrote like when he was like in college or something
mhm.
in university. He wrote like his like thesis on like
Oh yeah, that's him.
passing,
That's
like
right.
the art of passing in in
That's right.
football. So
Yeah.
that guy
You
he's
know,
tactical. He
so for
knows
the
what he's
longest
doing.
time, Stuttgart had a Japanese player. Now we don't have any. The last one we had, we sent to Liverpool. Legendo.
Who we
Yeah.
don't play. Endo,
You
like
guys don't play him
Klopp
at all.
loved Endo, and I loved
Yeah.
Endo, and then you don't. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember the last time I've seen Endo play. He didn't play in the Barnsley game.
Nope.
Usually you bring out folks, dust them off, put them out
Yeah.
in the FA Cup, But yeah, I don't. I hardly even. I feel like I don't even see him much. Like he's there,
Yeah,
But I
he's
feel
there,
like the
but he's
camera's
not
not even
playing.
on him when he's sitting in the on the bench.
Yeah, I just happened to
Interesting.
see him walking. I think they just got the bus and he was just walking past like, how Liverpool has the trophies silhouettes like on the wall
Yeah.
and he was walking by. I was like, "Oh, there's Endo." But haven't heard his name in 2 years.
No, yeah, no, we liked Endo. I really don't know what happened to him. I need
Yeah.
to look into that. Actually, I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah.
I wonder if Alonso
So,
would have played Endo.
yeah, I'm sure he will. So how did Liverpool do?
Ah, yes, Liverpool. All right. It was a 0-0 game against Arsenal, so which I am not a fan of, But I did go into the game with a lot of concerns, and mostly on the Arsenal side, because I thought, if they beat Liverpool in a significant way, if they just, it was like a 5-1 kind of game, I think that would be a telling. I think that's how everybody went into it, right? Like Arsenal's going to win the league. I think this was the game that said who's gonna win it.
Yeah.
Though City is still on top of Liverpool, so I can't be too cocky about us being complete contenders. But no, they didn't, and Liverpool held their own. It was kind of an intense game, actually. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of big moments. I feel like a lot of posts being hit kind of game where it
Yeah.
just could not get it in. And then there was a kind of a funky moment, and I always cheer on my Brazilians no matter what team they were in. But there was a moment with Martinelli.
Oh, yeah.
He fouls Bradley on the side. I don't know if you saw the highlights on that,
Yeah.
and Bradley was genuinely hurt, so he's running and he kind of did this like twist and to kind of save the ball from going out to kind of kick it out, and he kind of twists and he hurt himself, and Martinelli was getting all pissed off and he's all the testosterone is flying all over the place, and he kind of like he's like just Bradley's like barely on the touch line, and Martinelli trying to kind of like listen and throws him, and people were really so it got really chippy there, and Arnie was not very happy with that. Bradley was injured, and guess what? Bradley's out for the rest of the season. It was a genuine issue. I can't remember.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I do remember seeing that, but I think I just saw the quick clip of it. But I was like, what's going on?
I hope Martinelli sends him some flowers, because that was like, I know he was like heated in the moment, you're in the game, like testosterone, that sort of thing, and he probably thought he was faking it, but clearly, if you're out for the entire season, that's a genuine issue or injury. So that was that left a kind of a bad taste. I was looking at that and I got my rivalry-ness going. Like, what are you doing? But again, I usually cheer on Martinelli. He's a fellow Brazilian.
Brazilians they're pretty lovable people most of the time. They're not really
but we get heated apparently.
Yeah,
we throw injured players around. So that for me, like that was sort of like the highlight was this, kind of chippy end, But it also shows the rivalry is like both these teams want this. They're not out there and not caring. Like they want this.
And Arsenal, they have to put it away this year. If they don't do it this year, I don't.
Is it Arteta out? Are they tired of Arteta if he just cannot get he just squeaks in a second number two again?
It's hard. I think
Don't forget
it's hard
number two is only
him.
The second place is the first loser.
Yeah, that's true. But they're in the Champions League every year. They're contenders. They're bringing in the money.
Yeah.
And I'd rather finish in second.
Yeah, it's a risk
over like a 4-year period.
Exactly, it's a risk.
You
bring somebody in and then they drop down to like fourth spot.
Yeah.
It is a risk. But it's got to be kind of frustrating. Hey, if it was Real Madrid, they'd be get out of here, Teta. You suck, kid. You don't got what it takes. You don't got the chops.
And maybe he just needs. There might be one piece missing. Who knows? It might just be that one player that, I don't know, can change the whole thing for them. I don't know. But finishing second, that's not terrible. And this is his first head coaching gig too. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't think it's that bad. But I don't know. Something's got to give. So something does have to give.
Something's got to give. It's a movie, isn't it? I feel like that's a movie title. Something's got to give.
Probably. If not, we got to write that script. Something's got to give. A soccer story.
Let's get the ChatGPT up and we'll get that script going.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Burnley, Man United yet?
We have not. We have not.
I have a very short-term memory. I'm like a goldfish. We could have just talked about it. And you'd be like, "Are you okay, Joao? We just finished."
I think we talked about it before we came back on. But you love to see Manchester United lose. At least I do. I mean, they didn't lose here. They drew, but they lost points to Burnley. Where's Burnley right now? Oh, they're in 19th place. They're right above Wolves.
Yeah.
13 points.
They should be crushing them. They should be going in there. New manager bump or interim new manager bump.
Interim bump.
An interim bump.
I gotta check my emails again.
He's sitting there like, I gotta get a win. This would look so good on me if I just gotta win. I gotta win here.
And the Chelsea guy did it, so why can't he?
Yeah, why can't he? Come on. Game starts 13 minutes in with an own goal for Barnsley.
You got
I got the Barnsley on the brain. That's such a good game. Burnley. Sesko comes back in the second half. Right at the beginning of the second half, tie it up. Says we're gonna take this. In the 50th minute, Sesko is like, you know what? 10 minutes later, I'm gonna get another goal. 2-1, Manchester United. They're taking the cake. Not too fast. In the 66th minute, Anthony. That's the only way to say that name. Ties it up in the 66th minute, and the Man U could not get it in. I remember it ending with Harry Maguire not getting that. He had like a fumbled header. He was trying to, sometimes I've seen some games where he magically comes in and saves the day. He was trying to do one of those moments, but he kind of flubs it. He was trying to head it from a corner. It's like when the last chance kind of corner, and he was trying to kind of pop it back into the center to get somebody to get it in, but it kind of skinned his forehead and went out, and that was the game. 2-2, share the points.
So this was a good game for Man U. I mean, as far as the way they play, they had a 2.55 XG. Now, XG is kind of, it's one of those made up stats. I don't really care too much for it. But Burnley only had 0.24.
Expected goals.
Expected goals, exactly. Man U had 65% possession. I'm not even going to show you the momentum chart, but Burnley only had like two spikes really on the momentum chart. So not only did Man U have the ball for, the overwhelming majority of the game, they basically just gave it up. They had, oh yeah, Burnley had one shot on target.
Oof, oof.
And seven shots. Meanwhile, Man U had 30 shots and 10 on target. That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, they actually probably deserve to lose that game, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, that own goal is the only reason that they got helped. So
Yeah. Oof.
Mm.
Bournemouth versus Tottenham. Bournemouth 3, Tottenham 2. Brentford, Sunderland 3-0. Brentford takes the cake without. I already forgot his name. I was gonna slam in a name there, and it didn't work. I'm gonna edit in. What the hell's his name? The coach who went to Tottenham. My brain just was like,
from Brentford?
Yeah. Goddamn, forget it. Moving on. Pissed off Joao moves on. Newcastle over Leeds 4-3. I think that goes into that takes care of English Premier League. Let's you want to fly over to Germany?
I always want to fly over to Germany.
Yeah, let's fly over to Germany. What happened in the Bundesliga, Rob? You want to talk about certain teams? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
I'm gonna do a quick rundown actually. So last Friday, me and my wife, we spent the part of the weekend in Frankfurt, and that first night we were there, Frankfurt was hosting Dortmund. Thought it was gonna be a quality game. That game was probably the game of the week if you're not a Stuttgart fan. And that game, it was wild. It was constant back and forth. We had two goals scored after the 90th minute to end 3-3. It was like snowing. It was cold. It was rainy. It was mixing sleet and all types of stuff in Frankfurt. They shared the points 3-3. Like I said, two goals after the 90th minute. It was amazing. I don't like either team, but it was good to see. You love to see that for the Bundesliga. We also had some games that were canceled because the weather up north specifically was really, really bad. So I know Werder Bremen's game was canceled, and there was one other one. It's not on my list here, so I'm not sure who it was, but the table's all jacked up now because there's some teams that have played 16, some that only played 15. Heidenheim 2, Cologne 2. Freiburg beat Hamburg 2-1. Had a red card in that game for Hamburg. Union Berlin and Mainz split the points 2-2. Let's see. Borussia Mönchengladbach, say that three times fast. 4-0 over struggling Augsburg.
That's my favorite team.
Bayern Munich 8, Wolfsburg 1.
Yeah.
That game was just a slaughter fest. It was terrible. But the game of the week, in my opinion, Leverkusen 1, Stuttgart 4.
Let's go.
Jamie Leveling, local boy. He's from about 25 minutes away from where I'm currently living. He opened the scoring in the 7th minute. Quality goal. Was it a quality goal or was the goalkeeper crap? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Take it.
Then he was part of the hubbub that got us a penalty. That Maxi Mittelstadt, who is our left back, German. I said Deutsch. German national team player. He took the penalty. I don't know. That tells you how bad Stuttgart is at taking penalties when we have a defender taking our penalties for us. He scored in the 29th minute. Jamie Leveling again right before halftime scores in the 45th minute, and then the man, the myth, the legend, Dennis Undav scores 2 minutes after halftime to put it away. And the second half after that was pretty much terrible.
Was that a shocker? Was that a shockeroo for you? Was that? By the way, I tuned in, and then I was like, I'm not gonna text Rob and bug him during this game. I wanted him to enjoy it. So I was actually watching. And I was surprised, because I think, and I don't need the roll tape back. I would roll the tape back only if I got the goal count right, because I think I said something like 3-1.
You said 3-1.
3-1.
Absolutely did.
So if it were 4-1, I'd be like, play the tape. But
you were right.
Yeah, but the amount of goals, I didn't know it was all going to be at the first half, and it was very impressive, and I just imagined you just like doing the happy dance.
Oh, I absolutely was 100%. And we talked last week about how I stopped drinking for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somehow, accidentally that night, I had 5 drinks. I don't know. I had 3 Heinekens
for each goal.
I had an old fashioned, and I had a Hefeweizen. Yeah, it was a good night.
Have a drink for me. I'm still dry. What am I? 13. What day is it today? The 13th.
Today's the 13th.
Yeah, 13 days in. 13 days in. I'm starting to slim a little bit, Rob. I'm starting to slim.
There you go.
Like, I can't tell.
You're sitting. I can't see. I'm sure.
The camera's up. It adds 10 pounds. That's a fantastic game. I can't imagine. You thought that maybe it was Leverkusen's third spot, right? So you went into this game a little concerned.
Definitely hesitant. Yeah. But I will say this: once I saw that Patrick Schick, one of their best players, was sitting on the bench. He wasn't even on the bench. He was in the stands with his son. I was like, I think we got a chance. And so here's another thing. The referee, when they won the league, Leverkusen 2 years ago, the referee from that game where we played in Leverkusen, and he gave them, it was supposed to be 3 minutes extra time. He gave them 7, and they scored to tie it, so they didn't lose the whole season. It was the same referee for this game. And that penalty that we got, was it legit? I think it was, personally. But was the other penalty that he gave to Leverkusen legit? I don't think so. But I think he didn't want them to lose 4-0 at home. So he gave them the penalty. They converted. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a solid game. And we finished the match week in 5th place. And Stuttgart right now, for you guys that are listening, Stuttgart is actually playing right now. I'm not watching the game. We were up 2-1 at the half. I'm kind of scared to look to see what it is right now. Yeah, and I probably shouldn't have looked, because now it's 2-2. 84th minute against Frankfurt, but it's fine.
They'll come back. I predict 4-2 Stuttgart.
That'd be great. We got 6 minutes to do it. That would be
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hey, but I've seen, again, like you said, stranger things have happened. I've seen crazy.
We just saw it on Friday when Dortmund and Frankfurt, they both scored 2 goals after the 90th. So Stuttgart right now is sitting in 3rd place with that 1 point that we would be splitting right now, but everybody else still below us has to play. So
nice.
We'll see. Hopefully that holds.
We'll see. Get that W. Tingles of the week. What do you got, Rob? Do you got tingles? I'm ready. I got mine. Got mine locked and loaded.
Well, obviously, Stuttgart's next game on Sunday against the hated Union Berlin. It's in Stuttgart. I hate Berlin. Why? A couple of seasons ago, they knocked us out of the Bundesliga. We were in the relegation playoff. They beat us. And then 2 seasons ago, I'm watching Stuttgart play them, and a Berlin fan, I was sitting right next to the away fans, threw an entire beer at me, my wife, and my kids. Got soaked, and dude just stared at me for the next 60 minutes after that. Oh, yeah. He's lucky the security guy was there, and they got the wall there. I would have. Yeah. This is a family-friendly show, so I won't say what I wanted to do, but yeah, I'm still holding on to that.
Don't mess with the U.S. He didn't know.
No, he definitely knew, because I cursed him out for like 10 minutes after that, and he just stared at me with this look on his face, like
stuff like that doesn't happen here. I mean, it does, but not during games. And if it does, they're out almost like immediately. Like I saw somebody like throw a water bottle or a beer or something in like just below. Like it didn't look like they were going after anybody. They're just being a drunken jerk. And I want to say within 35 seconds, somebody was escorting that guy out. So
that's good.
Yeah.
So I got another tingle.
Do it.
We just had El Clasico. Now we got the Manchester Derby.
Yeah, man.
on Saturday. Man U hosting Man City, 13:30 Central European Time on Saturday.
13:30. That's so much math.
13:30.
That's a 4:30 a.m. PST.
Ooh, man, that's early.
But it's on network, so I'm recording it. I'm gonna be watching it
Okay.
live.
Yeah.
You can't see me, but I'm doing quotes, which means I'm gonna watch it.
Air
I'm gonna
quotes.
avoid everything and watch it like it's live later.
And I will not
Absolutely.
send you any text messages to ruin it.
If it were a Liverpool game and I can't record, I'm up at 4:30. But if I can record another team's, that's the derby's that's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's
If I have
huge.
trouble sleeping for whatever reason, I'm a light sleeper. So if I do get up, then I do look at the time and I'm like, maybe I'll catch the game, take a nap later. I might do it. I might surprise you.
Yeah. I'll be at my in-laws watching that, so I'm pretty excited about it. That'll be a
Yeah.
good game.
No, I'll be watching. I'll be watching. Let's see
What
some
about
of
you?
my
What you
my
got?
my tingles. Some of the tingles. Today there's a League Cup game in Newcastle, Manchester City. I think that'll be kind of a fun game. 12 p.m. PST. It's gonna be like light tingles, but I think
Oh
it'll be a
yeah.
good match. Nice behind the up in the background kind of thing while you're working.
Yeah, and this is the first leg of a semifinal too.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I mean.
right.
It's
Oh yeah,
a
that's big.
knockout.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to win this one.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, Wednesday the 14th, Chelsea versus Arsenal, also a League Cup. That'll be definitely a fun watch. 12 p.m. PST. I think I already said that. Don't forget African Cup of Nations over here. Mane versus Salah.
Oh yeah.
Senegal, Egypt, 9 a.m. PST. I gotta get that app. I gotta get that app.
Still didn't get the
I
app.
still haven't got the app. I didn't have time for the using my thumbs this weekend to get to get the app, but I got to get the app. It's like $12. I'm gonna do it. I have to watch Egypt versus Senegal, and
Oh
I
yeah,
did
that's
look on my
quality game.
BN Lite. Sometimes they do have a rando game. It's not there. It's not there.
Oh,
So I got to get
that's
the app.
upsetting.
But I will be watching that. I will be watching that. That's a knockout. I think it's semifinals, right?
It is. Yep.
Yeah. And then a light tingle just after that, 12 p.m. But I'm going to be watching the League One, but I might kind of pop over to see how Nigeria and Morocco's gone. That's always going to be a fun watch. And then, of course, you stolen my thunder on the Manchester Derby. I definitely will be watching that.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talked about it 5 seconds ago. It's 4:30 a.m. Not going to be doing it. And obviously, tingles, Liverpool, Burnley. See if we can get a
Yeah.
win again. Nice to see a win. Would like to see it. Nice to see a win. It's been a couple
I'm
times.
pretty sure it'll happen.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
sure
see.
it'll happen.
Give me. Let's see. We'll roll the tape back if you get it right. Give me your
Oh, a
goal
prediction.
prediction for Liverpool Burnley. Don't think about me. Think about what you feel, what you know.
I'm gonna say, even though that's always my prediction, but I'm gonna say 3-1 for Liverpool.
3-1,
Yeah.
huh?
I'm gonna say
Okay.
3-1 Liverpool.
You
Yep.
think Burnley's going to sneak in a goal? You think we're going to do it? Was the
I
Burnley
think
just
I
played
think
Man U? And I think it was tied 2-2, right? Isn't that the game we
Yep.
just talked about? So, but
Yep.
again, that's Man U. But again, we are
Yeah.
also having some issues also. So, all right,
Yeah, but
all right.
you never know. See, if I was going crazy, I would say Virgil van Dijk hat trick. Which would be wild. Can you imagine at three
That would be
corners and he scores?
amazing.
That
It'd
would
be
be
amazing.
great.
I do love it when it's a special game when Van Dijk scores, and he does. He's
Oh,
got the
absolutely.
big giant
Yep.
forehead, and he gets that.
Yep.
The usually it's from a corner kick. It's always beautiful to get when and he does that thing. When he scores the.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I love it. I love his celebration goal celebration. And then light tingles Arsenal Nottingham Forest only because I want to see a L or a tie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always looking. I'm always looking.
What's your
Yeah.
prediction for the Manchester Derby? What you got?
Uh, I think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be one of those games where it's gonna be like City doing like 5-1. I think Man U will play tough. I think
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
City will too. I think it'll either be a tie or City take the cake. Like
Yeah.
I want to say a 1-0, something along those
1-0.
lines. City
I-
1, Man U 0. That's my
So
That's mine.
Yeah, I think Man U's got a lot to prove still. And they're playing at home against their hated rivals. So I think, yeah, I'm not going to say that City's going to win that. It's going to be tough. That is going to be tough. But we say that, and then Phil Foden he'll score two 90 minutes apart, like he
Yeah,
always does.
I could see that happening. And don't forget the next week. We don't have to go too far into the week, but the Champions League is back, baby.
It is back.
There'll be a lot to talk about in the next pod.
Games.
A lot of tingles.
Oh yeah,
the next pod will end with a lot of tingles to talk about. So
can't wait.
Yes. Wait. All right, Rob. Oh, by the way, Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank was the
Yes.
I cannot believe it was in my brain. I started the sentence, name gone. That's how my brain works. So and then eventually it just kind of came back.
Not to be confused with Frank Thomas,
yes,
a Chicago White Sox fan.
Exactly. Yeah, he's no Frank Thomas. He's no Frank Thomas. All right,
Thomas Frank.
Episode 8, we did it. We're almost at double digits here.
Almost at double digits. Wow,
look at us.
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, we're in this. We're in this to win this, folks.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And if you like the pod, again, there's a couple new exciting things. We're now on YouTube. So we haven't dropped any new videos yet. It sounded like I said nude, but I said nude. I said new. I said new. I said
well,
new.
They're not up yet. So
but maybe I was gonna say maybe there might be some nude. You never know. You never know. But we are on YouTube podcasts, so you can find us there. So if you're scrambling in the Apple and the Spotify's, we're everywhere, baby. We're on all directories. Wherever you find your podcasts, we are there. But that's a new one. There's also a support the pod if you want to become a pod supporter. Whether you're on Spotify or Apple, there's a little button there that says support the pod. You know, it does cost it's not that expensive, but it costs something, So, if you like what you're listening to, feel free to, no pressure. I'm not the guy on the train in New York like, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you going to support the pod or what?
On my no legs on a skateboard. Too much. But yeah, there's that. And obviously, if you want to get a hold of us, we're old school. You can email us at soccerholicspodcast@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram, so you can DM us there, as the kids say. You know how to get a hold of us.
We're on Threads as well.
We're on Threads. We're doing all kinds of things. Look at us. We're like the kids all over the place.
We're on TikTok.
Yeah.
Or as the kids call it, the Clock app.
The Clock app? I've never heard that.
App. I was like, what are you talking about?
What's the Clock app? What's the Clock app? I gotta act cool. After this pod, I'm gonna go act cool with my kids.
The Clock app. That's TikTok. So the clock goes TikTok. Yeah. I heard somebody say that. I was like, what's the Clock app?
I thought they were you're talking about literally the Clock app on your phone. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna call it that and see if the kids say it. They're gonna be like,
they're gonna be like, stop.
Don't do it.
Stop.
I try to do like, I tell, I'm like, I'm low-key chopped, bruh. I'm low-key chopped this morning.
I have no idea what the kids
You don't do it? I do
no
it to be just a silly jerk, and it works. And also, don't forget to give us a review on Apple Podcasts and whoever reviews. Just do a little 5 stars. Have you gotten everybody, by the way? Have you sent a note, you, Rob, and your wife and your whole family and everybody
Now they
you got to go in there and do the reviews.
I'm going to have them do that.
They don't have to write anything. They just need to do 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Listen, I'm going to make them. I'm going to my in-laws this weekend. Everybody's going to have their phones out. We're all doing it at the same time. We're all
do it. Make it happen. If you look at the reviews, look at the reviews now. Those are all my funny kids. Check it out.
If you're listening, help us out. Especially if you like or love the pod. Help us out. Give us a review. Give us 5 stars.
Yeah.
Share it with a friend. Share it with some family.
Yeah. Give us some love.
Give us some love.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
The best way to support the pod.
Exactly. And we'll get those nude photos up on the YouTube as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I got to talk to my wife about that first.
All right. See you in the next pod.
Yes. Hope you guys have a great weekend or a great week. Excuse me. Hope your teams win unless they're playing ours. Thank you guys for listening.
Boom.